Hey, good day, everybody. This is Dennis Wilborn. This is the first of the month, and it's time for Proverbs 1. We started this series. We're just doing a little 5-minute devotion in the Book of Proverbs. In the new members class that I work with, I encourage people who are, learning how to read through the Bible for the first time. A good place to start is just to start immersing yourself in a daily dose of Proverbs. There's 31 chapters in the Book of Proverbs. It works really well to just read one chapter per day for 31 days. On the days, on the months that don't have 31 days, just double up on the last couple of chapters. Proverbs is a remarkable book. Proverbs has been kind of the rudder to my life, and one of the Proverbs 3:5-10 is a section of Proverbs that just means so much to me because it really does. It defines me, and it basically warns me about the things to look out for. And so Proverbs is a book about having the wisdom to make good decisions. There's 5 questions that Proverbs ask us. How is God's wisdom different from human wisdom? Number 1. Number 2, how is God related to your decision making, daily decision making? Number 3, do you believe God's way of success is better than the world's? Number 4, will you let God get involved at the daily decision making level of your life? Great question. And then lastly, will you apply God's principle for living to every decision you make? Another great question. There's going to be various, crisis or crisis of beliefs where you're going to be challenged because you may have this human belief on the side, hey, I will trust on myself. I'm not going to trust anybody else. And Proverbs is saying, no. Trust in God. That's where the true wisdom comes from. So the crisis of beliefs that will happen for us in Proverbs is daily life forces you to decide for God's way of success or the world's. Daily life demands you apply God's wisdom or the world's cunning. Daily life makes you make decisions by practiced principles or momentary feelings. Daily life calls for trusting God in each moment or reliance on personal power. And then lastly, daily life teaches you to fear God or fear the world. So if you're journaling for yourself, those are great questions to write down. So kicking off in Proverbs, let's just cover the first little part of it. There'll be a nugget in all of Proverbs, in every Proverb that you read throughout the 31 days of the month. There'll be a couple of verses that just stick out. Take those, write them down in your journal, and then just stew on them. Ask the Holy Spirit, what does that mean? So here's how Proverbs starts. Proverbs 1:1. These are the wise sayings of Solomon, David's son, Israel's king, written down so we'll know how to live well and right, to understand what life means and where it's going, a manual for life, for learning what's right, just, and fair, to teach the inexperienced the ropes, and give our young people a grasp on reality. There's something here also for seasoned men and women, still a thing or two for the experienced to learn, fresh wisdom to probe and penetrate the rhymes and reasons of wise men and women. Good stuff. And then it basically says, start with God. The first step in learning is bowing down to God. Only fools thumb their nose at such wisdom and learning. So stay with us through all 31 Proverbs so that none of us will be accused of being a fool. Not a good thing. So, hey, God bless everybody. Hey, leave us an email. Email address is provided for you. And also, if you see us on YouTube channel, just hit the little red subscribe button and the little bell next to it, and you'll get reminded when we have new videos on the Proverbs. Aloha. God bless everybody.